Hey everyone, welcome to TimePro sprint summary for sprint 348. And for this sprint, this is a 1 week sprint. And these are the 2 sprint goals that we promised last planning. And we finished the first one, which is a public video to demonstrate how to use iterations. And this is waiting for public release. This is in Pam's hand right now. So the second one, this is for our own billing, cross-billing epic, and this is to review the Word doc. And Jeffrey was working on this. We made a lot of progress on this PBI, 90% are done, but there is a P1 bug came up mid-sprint, so that got interrupted. So we will resume the work next week. And then for the sprint capacity, we have 3 people working on TimePro this sprint. This is me, Jeffrey, and Sam. And we start with a estimated capacity with 30. We get 2 more capacity because Jeffrey worked 1 more day than we expected. And this is the timesheet data. We can see that everyone's working on for different time. And then coming back to sprint backlog, this bolded one we already talked about. The done one, this is for the decommission 0 endpoint because we are no longer using it in TimePro. And the other done one is the MCP server spike. Do you want us to go into details for the rest of the PBIs?
No, I think we can just call out that those 3 bugs there.
So these 3, yeah.
Yeah, so they were brought in mid-sprint.
Yes.
They were the disruption to the sprint. They were related to that P1 issue that we discovered. So they got brought in and worked on. I think you said they came in Wednesday. So we had a couple of days to triage and start investigating. And they're going to carry over to next sprint as well.
Yes, exactly.
Great.
So yeah. So the total actual effort, we sum up to 29. This is close to our capacity. And for the timesheet usage, there's not much change from last sprint. Our burn down chart is a bit messed up because we didn't take off the PBIs when we bring in new PBIs mid-sprint, but we will fix that for next sprint. And then coming down to the production deployment, we had 2 deployment to production. The sprint, one is for the decommission API endpoint, and the other one is for the sync with CRM. So Hugo did that. They changed how to fetch data. Then the code coverage, it doesn't change from last sprint. The pipeline health as well. And then when we go down to application health, this dependency failure, we have mentioned the sprints before. This is still waiting to be monitored because we haven't seen a decrease in the numbers yet. So there's must be some other cause. The epics, we haven't made an progress on the epics based on the backlog item count, but we are already making progress on the PBI itself. And then going down to the AI part. Jeffrey, do you want to take over?
Sure, thanks. Yeah, talking about the AI usage. So still the same as last week. The only change is that I'm now using Claude instead of ChatGPT, just because I want to see the difference and compare both. Sam and Celia, I think you guys haven't made any change in what you're using, right?
I tried GPT 5.3 codex this sprint to compare the 2 MCP solutions.
Okay, awesome. And I see we all use Yakshaver, which is awesome. So yeah, really good. Next one is Claude stats. So I'm gonna take over screen share and just show you the whole board. All right, can you guys see it?
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. So I'm gonna go through the 5 different tabs quickly. So the first one here tells us that we had a 10 minutes recording just before. We met 1 out of 2 goals, which is accurate. We had a 42% efficiency, which we're going to talk about in the last tab. I looked at all of the things discussed and everything is accurate. At the bottom, we have some hard truth. It said that we spent 2 minutes talking about AI tools, which is bad. I don't think it's that bad. It's important that we know what tools we're using because it's what people do today. So AI is important. And only 50 seconds on a client issue. That's the reason why we didn't talk about it too much is because we spent a lot of calls during the sprint about it. So that explains it. Now back to the top, we have the timelines, which is consistent with the one that I think you have in the email. So Sylvia speaking the most because she's a Scrum Master. I spoke a bit as well because I was involved in the big bug. Then Michael, Cookie, and Sam were also speaking there. I'm just going to scroll down to the very bottom again. So same thing here is mentioning the same topics. So I'm going to mention this again. People and roles. So looking at some ranking of the people. I think this is pretty accurate, to be honest. Like if you look into, you know, these numbers here and that guy. Fuck, I'm missing fucking up. Yeah, I think it's pretty accurate, all these numbers. Jeffrey, senior developer. Luke, a tech lead, well, he should be a stakeholder. I don't think we can trust these numbers too much, honestly. So yeah. Michael got a 4 just because he left the meeting early. So Mike, next time, you know, just stay to the end and you might get a 6 or a 7. All right, moving on to the insights. This is where we got a 42% from. So we are pretty bad at communication and at urgency response. I think this is not really accurate. I mean, we responded to the bug very quickly, even though we didn't fix it yet. And communication-wise, everybody spoke during the first meeting. So I don't think this is actually accurate. It's a bit being harsh on us. And the trends, I didn't really look at those, so I'm not going to talk about them. But yeah, roughly, it gets good insights, but it's a bit hard on us, I think. Yeah.
It's just unaware of the context. It's unaware that you have spoken about the important issues in separate conversations. So all it sees is 51 seconds of you talking about it now, and it thinks, holy moly, it probably deserves more than that. But obviously it's been spoken at length in previous meetings. So yeah.
Yeah, you're right. But I recall Mike saying that we had a lot of conversation during the sprint on the recording, so it could have picked it. But anyway, you're right. All right. You can share the email again. Sorry, Sylvia, because I don't have the rest of the content.
Yep, I will reshare. Let me know if you can see the screen again.
All good, yeah. So scroll down to the Copilot stats.
Yeah, so this one, do you want to give it a accurate as a tick or like a cross as not accurate?
It is accurate in terms of the content, so you can give it a tick. All the summary and these decisions are right. It's just how it ranks people, which I found really weird. All right. Speaking summary, so yeah, it's exactly the same from the one we just saw in. So this is accurate. And then we asked Copilot what was the main issue completed, debrief, and it said that it was edit-only video, it passed testing, and is ready for public release. So yeah, this was the sprint goal that was achieved. So it's accurate. Now, talking about the Yakshev use, we had 29 new PBIs brought to the backlog over the last 30 days. 18 of them were Yakshev. So we have 60% ratio of Yakshev PBIs. And we completed 8 over the last 30 days as well. Now, moving on to any question before we go to the retro?
No, that looks good.
Awesome. All right, moving on to the retro. So I'm not going to read all of the items, but in general, we're happy that we finished all the videos and we can now focus on work again. And the didn't go well is about the process, I guess. So we added new PBIs in the sprint without removing others. So this is definitely something we have to improve on the next one, just to keep the estimates consistent. And apart from this, just a few things about the bug we mentioned before, and the fact that we now have a TimePro MCP server. Cool.
Good.
So that's it for the retro. You can take over for the forecast.
Videos are done. Awesome
Yeah.
work. Oh my God. That's like a 3-month hangover. And I'm so happy to see them finished. We can, like, as a team, focus on back on the epics now. Very, very good.
Yeah.
Yes, finally. Yeah, so let's look at the forecast for sprint 349. And these are the 2 sprint goals brought over from this sprint. So the first one is the P1 bug that we have to focus on. And the second one is to get our own billing epic going. So this is the review documentation. Hopefully we could get the remaining 10% done and reviewed by Adam. And yeah, so next sprint will still be a 1-week sprint, and this is our proposed backlog. The top 3 is the top like other than the on billing one, the top 4 are the for the mid sprint bug, and then we have these carryovers from this sprint. Do you want us to explain in details which each one does?
No, just a quick idea of capacity. So Sylvia, are you on TimePro for 5 days this sprint?
Yes.
Okay, Jeffrey, you're still in your weird spot where you're doing like what, a capacity of 2 every day?
Correct, but I'll be on 5 days.
Okay, and what about Sam?
Yeah, so I'm just got the public holiday on Monday, but otherwise I'm in.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
4
so
days.
our capacity is 37 as we calculated.
So we 25% below the actual capacity.
Okay, cool.
And we decided to do this because the bug is a bit unexpected. We don't know how much, there might be things happening during the sprint. So we just wanted to under promise and over deliver.
Yep, sounds good. If you can knock those bugs out, that's a big win.
Yep. All right, moving on to the Copilot for our main action point for next sprint. So it says that we are going to resolve the billing discrepancy bug, which is quite accurate, I think. So put a tick here. Any question regarding the forecast for next sprint?
No, that all looks good. Are you guys going to be pairing up to work through these bugs together? What's the plan? Do you know?
I'm probably going to finish off the one I'm working on with 0, because I synced with almost everybody on this one. So I'll just finish it off myself. I talked to Stefan, to Jimmy, to JK. So, and for the rest, I guess we can work together for the other ones if needed. Yes.
Yeah, I just think it's a good way to minimize risk, especially if one person gets pulled off onto something else, right? So it would be nice for at least another person on that team to know what's going on, where we're up to with that particular PBI. Because Jeffrey, you never know, you might have to go do something more important like Tuesday next week. And if it was only you working on that bug, it's not going to get fixed. Yeah?
Sure. How do you want us to do this? Pair program, or should I just give updates every day?
Up to you. Like, I'm already overstepping here that this is a Scrum self-organizing, right? I'm just offering a suggestion. Whether you choose to do it, how you would choose to do it, entirely up to you guys.
Yeah, sure, sounds good. Just a note as well. Adam just mentioned the MCP work. Should we pull this in as well, or we can't?
No, if you no, bugs first. If you get this thing sorted and we have room left over, we can talk about it. But don't let it distract you from the goal.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, sounds good. Yeah, and I do realize the top 3 are assigned to Jeffrey, but this is beyond your capacity. I think this adds up
only
to
the top
12.
2. Only the top 2. The bug and the on billing.
Yeah, okay, so you assign.
The other one is yours, I think. I think you started to look at this.
The fixed rate values?
Yeah, I think you're assigned to it.
All right. Yeah, sounds good.
Anyway, we can work on it together.
Yeah, we can have a call like after the meeting, and then we will be on the same page. Sounds good. So if there's no more question about the forecast, then we can wrap up the summary. All good. Thanks everyone. And yeah, you can also check out the summary on our YouTube channel. And yeah.
Excellent work, Sylvia. Great work, team.
Here,
Thank
the
you.
YouTube channel for SSW TimePro.
Channel next week.
All right. Okay.
All good.